Watch this. What is up, YouTube? Hello. I am Nighty, and welcome to the Literally Nighty channel. The Literally Nighty channel is comprised of two sections. Spirituality and existentialism. And today we are going to get into the existentialism out. We're going to get into I hope you can't hear this truck in the background. That's really embarrassing. And I don't have like a microphone or anything. But welcome to the raw, uncut version of me. I'm really hating this in the background right now. I really wish it would go away. But in the meantime, I can smoke. Anyway, welcome to my channel. Welcome to... Do you like my shirt? It says, you smell like Dookie. And then the back says, no really, you do though. Because you actually do smell like Dookie. Welcome back to my channel if you're new. And welcome to the first episode of Close Friends Shush, I think. Maybe. I had this on this channel before. Like, this channel has gone through a lot. It used to be a different channel entirely, where I don't even know what the hell I was posting. And to be quite frank with you, I was way too young to be posting what I was posting, so hopefully with me being a little bit older and having a little bit more wisdom underneath my belt, hopefully I can come out of the gate more authentically than I did in the past and more maturely than I did in the past. I'm gonna make good choices this time and say things that are not incriminating and will possibly get me into trouble. So yeah. Usually on my channel, I'm probably gonna be talking about like astrology and tarot and stuff like that. Like my previous video was about, I think, the Gemini sun. It was literally, I posted it I think like yesterday, but I can't remember that far. That's a lot to remember. I've been seeing people lately kind of just like coming on camera with their full self, like their bonnet and everything, and I've been like, you know what? You guys are really inspiring. I think I want to be just like you. Hold on, actually. I think I want to turn off my fan because it's just really loud. With my fan off, I think you can hear more of the construction that's going on, or like, I think someone might be mowing their lawn with one of those lawnmower things that you ride, but I don't even know. But yeah, I've been seeing people just come on here just raw, and I wanted to be able to do something like that as well, because I've been trying to get more comfortable with myself lately. I've been trying to be okay with, I guess, being alone. I've been alone for a really long time. Like, being alone is not something that scares me, I guess. Like, I'm not afraid of being alone, but I've just been alone for so long that I don't want to be alone anymore. And I'm at a place in my life where if people cannot meet me with the depth that I require, like in order to have even just like a baseline of friendship, then I'm just gonna, I don't know. Oh my god, there's a hole in my shirt. It's fine. It's a PJ shirt anyway, who cares? I don't know, it makes connecting with people really difficult because everyone lives a very fast and surface level life. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people in our society live a very fast and very like instant gratification life. If you're not getting exactly what you want right now, then like the whole world is just gonna explode into a million pieces. And I find myself falling victim to that as well, where I want what I want right now, but sometimes it's not even just about like what you want, it's the steps it takes to get there. And then like once you get there, it's even sweeter. Even sweeter. Even sweeter because you went through all this bullshit. I'm not saying like you have to suffer in order to get what you want. Like that's just not true. Suffering is part of the process, I guess. They say in Buddhism, the root cause of suffering is to want something. So like you wanting something is what's causing your own suffering. And I agree with that and I sort of don't at the same time. Like I don't think suffering is this inevitable thing that everybody's going to have to go through at some point. I don't think suffering is like a gateway key to something because suffering is such a broad term and it's so multifaceted even. Huh? Multifaceted? Huh? You like that word? I used it before. But yeah, the word suffering is just so multifaceted where like a baby can be suffering because like they have fucking diaper rash, right? Or like a person can be suffering because they just got their arm chopped off. Or a person can be suffering because they want something and they can't have it. And that's all under the same category of suffering. That's all the same kind of suffering. It's all the same. It's all coming from the same energetic center. It's all the same. The baby having diaper rash is the exact same as this guy bleeding out because he got his arm chopped off, and it's the same as me not being happy because I don't have a partner. Isn't that insane? That everything is so like everything is so intertwined with everything. Everything is so connected to each other. I don't even know what I came on here to really like talk about for real. I just wanted to come on here and like let my mouth and my brain go because it's not very often that I allow myself to just go. I'm often filtering out my words. I think about what I say very very often. I think about what I say, I repeat it over and over again, and then I make sure it comes out the right way. And even when I do that, it usually comes out the wrong way because, like, I have a stutter when I talk sometimes because I talk fast, because I have so much information in my brain that I need to get out. And I'd say that I kind of suffer the consequences of holding myself back with like I guess word constipation. I get constipated. It's hard to get my words out. Like right now, when I talk, I feel it in my chest and I feel it in my solar plexus. Like I can feel those two centers lighting up when I talk because I don't talk from those centers very often. Like I don't know. And they're not like in practice. I don't practice those centers very often. So it hurts to talk like this a little bit. Like it feels like I'm like breaking down a wall, like boom 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 boom. But like it's supposed to be broken down. There was never supposed to be a wall there. There was a wall there because I had to build one because of all the bullshit that I went through. All the bullshit that I went through. So I just had to become a more hardened version of myself, I guess, or like a more detached version of myself. And I'd say like I had a floating head when I was in high school. I don't remember me being in my body really at all. I don't remember anything about high school all that much. Like I can remember bits and pieces, but I definitely was not there. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because I don't think people realize how much high school actually alters your brain chemistry because like you're around all these other souls, all these other people who are learning basically the same thing as you, who are on the same exact path as you, or like a very, very similar one, because we're all in the same generation. So we're all learning the same or similar lessons about showing up and being seen. So we're all a mirror for each other. And some of these mirrors that we were looking into, they were like funhouse mirrors where they were showing like a warped version of who we were. If you were lucky, you found a good best friend who like actually mirrored you and like your besties and you're great and like whatever, and like, or like your high school sweetheart, and like you found your perfect mirror somehow, some way, because that's what was within your path. And then other people, they meet these like funhouse mirrors and they have to like figure out and navigate their way through the world of these funhouse mirrors until they find like a real mirror, or they find their real self. Whew, child. I'm getting way too excited. They find like their real self, right? That's what I'm kind of doing right now. Like, I find my real self, and then like I've been looking at these other mirrors for so long, and I've been like turning into them kind of, because I felt like, oh hey, this is what I'm supposed to be, so let me turn into this. But like, that's not what we're supposed to be doing at all. You're supposed to like find yourself and then find people who can mirror you back to you while also simultaneously being themselves. I know it's insane. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds implausible, but find yourself, find someone who mirrors you back to you, but who is also themselves. It's like, oh, it's like this. Oh, ouch. It's like this. Okay, see, you are my phone. You're my phone. So not only can you see my phone, but you can also see me, right? And then like I'm looking at you and I can see the mirror that I'm holding, and I can also see me. That's what relationships are like in my head anyway. Like, that's what makes sense to me. People are mirrors. People are mirrors of you. People mirror you and you mirror people, but you need to figure out who the hell you are before you can try to mirror somebody else, you know, or like have somebody else try to mirror you, because like if you find somebody and you think they're the perfect mirror, and then like all of a sudden they start warping and changing and all this stuff, they were never the perfect mirror. You just shifted and changed yourself to make you think that they were the perfect mirror. Your brain was playing tricks on you. Your brain is playing tricks on you. You're under spiritual attack. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, your brain is actually playing tricks on you because it's trying to like I went to church on Sunday, okay? I'm not like a Christian. I'm not gonna say it. Like, I don't think I'm a Christian. I think I'm a Buddhist more than anything. So, but like, I'm able to sit through other services and take away the messages from them, because it doesn't matter like what religion you're in, we're all saying the same thing. So I can get the message from anything. But this pastor, he was talking about how humans crave simplicity. And that just really, really stuck with me. I don't like this pastor. He is a youth pastor. And you know when youth pastors, they just have this look where they look like they're youth pastors and they act like they're youth pastors, and they just have that vibe. They remind me of those teachers that those girls love. They're like, oh, Mr. So-and-so, I love you so much. Oh, Mr. So-and-so, can I go to Mr. So-and-so's class? Can I go hang out with him? Like, why are you hanging out with this grown-ass man? And why is this grown-ass man letting you hang out with him? Please, please, please tell me what's going on here. Please tell me what's going on here. Well, I know that is probably because, you know, they Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. As a matter of fact, let me take another hit from my bowl. By the way, it is not late at night. It is early in the morning. It is oh no, it's not early, I guess, but it's 10:37 in the morning. Yeah. Honestly, I don't even know if I have much to say anymore. It just felt so good to get all that shit off my chest. Like, it just feels so empty now. Like, it feels quiet on the inside. I just needed to get it out. I just needed to talk to somebody, you know? And I'm glad that I have you guys to talk to, because if I didn't have you, who else would I have? Myself. It looks like I have no eyelashes in this lighting. Where I have eyelashes. But there's nothing wrong with not having eyelashes either. Like, if you have alopecia, I love you. I love you. I love your alopecia too. And I want to kiss your bald head like an egg. Like a sweet little egg. What would this be considered? Like a podcast? Or like... Let's bring it back home. We were talking about suffering. I had an ex that was like addicted to suffering, and like he loved to suffer on his own, because I don't know, maybe that was part of his path. Maybe his path is figuring out suffering, and that's fine. But I was really attracted to him because he was like super into religion and psychology and stuff. And I love people who are into religion and psychology. That's usually the type of people that I attract because they stimulate my brain. So attractive. Sorry. But we would just have these really, really deep conversations, just like about God and about death and about life and about all this awesome stuff. And eventually it got to a point where I realized that he didn't actually have any philosophy of his own. He was just like regurgitating what he had heard. And that's interesting to me. It was very intriguing to me because I am someone who embodies my philosophy. I can't not be my philosophy, you know? Because it's not something that I've read, it's something that I've experienced in my life. My life experience is what builds my philosophies. And my philosophies aren't like words, like they're not like words. They don't make any sense to anybody but me. But once I like, I don't know, like translate them into poetry, people are like, "Oh yeah, no, that makes sense." Like, low key, you're a poet. Low key, you're a poet. And I'm not trying to be a poet. I'm just telling you what I think. Like, I'm telling you what my thoughts are. Like, I woke up this morning and on my head, not even just this morning, I think I was thinking about it yesterday as well. But in my head, it was like, the sun is a star, but the star is not always a sun. You know? And I don't really know what that means. I have no idea what that means. But it just makes sense and it really resonates to me. The sun is a star, but the star is not always a sun. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, is it about the sun's purpose? Like, is it about what the sun does? Or what the sun is? What the sun is made of? What makes a sun? What is the concept of a sun? Like, why do we call the sun and not just have it as a random star in the sky like everything else? What makes the sun so special? And I think maybe it's the relationship between the earthly bodies is what I want to say. The bodies that inhabit Earth, not even just us, like the trees, the grass, the animals, the worms, the roots, the magma within the core of the Earth, like all of that is affected by the sun, isn't it? So like, is the sun the relationship of between the star and the Earth, or is the sun the purpose of the star? Like, is the star's purpose to be a sun? Was that part of the sun, like the star's path is to be a sun? And then when the Earth is gone, because eventually time will pass and things will change and the Earth will be gone eventually. Like, I know I said the Earth would be here for a long time, I think, before, but like eventually it will be gone. Everything here will be gone. Everything. Everything will be gone. Everything we once knew will be gone. Our solar system completely could change in the blink of an eye and we'd never see it coming. And then, what is the star then? Is the star still a sun, or is the star now just a star? Or does the star still exist, or does the sun still exist? Like, what is it? What is the sun? What is it? I don't know. Just some food for thought, I guess. But I think about that in relationships to humans as well. What makes a human a human? Why can't other things be human as well? What makes consciousness consciousness? Oh, this consciousness thing. Oh, it's so juicy. It's been eating up my brain for such a long time. I'm so glad that I brought this up. I'm so glad that I have this channel too. Like, I just have a place to put all my random thoughts. That makes me so happy. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Damn it. I got too excited. Oh, what makes consciousness consciousness? Consciousness is born from consciousness, you know? Like, consciousness decided, hey, I'm gonna be called consciousness. Like, when you're studying your brain decided that it wanted to know about itself. So it's studying itself, and it's like looking at this information, and it's like, yeah. And then, like, you have to live it in order to connect the dots inside your brain. That's what it's like to live inside of my brain. That's what it's like to be me, I guess. Or, like, I don't know if it's like that for other people, but this is what it's like for me, okay? So I'm walking down the sidewalk, and as I'm walking down the sidewalk, I'm like breathing in fresh air, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the sky is so beautiful and blue today. Oh, look at those clouds, they're so nice today. Oh, I look around and I'm like, oh, there was a neighbor that I used to talk to who lived down here. I wonder why I don't talk to them anymore. And I'm like thinking about the past, I'm thinking about the future, I'm connecting everything while I'm walking down the sidewalk, continuously looking at everything and taking everything in. Oh, that's a lot of work. My brain is working overtime. 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 And then, like, when I'm done with my walk, I'll go back home, and then I'm like, I don't know, doing whatever I'm doing. Sometimes I'm thinking about my walk. Sometimes I'm thinking about what I was thinking about on my walk. Sometimes I'm thinking about something else entirely. Sometimes I'm doing absolutely nothing. Sometimes I just want to rest. Lately, I haven't been listening to a lot of music. I haven't really been hanging out with a lot of people. I've been by myself a lot. A lot. A lot. I don't even remember it though. That's the crazy part. Like, I'll remember hanging out with my friends. I'll be like, oh yeah, I just hung out with you recently. And then I'll look at the day and I'll be like, oh yeah, I just hung out with you this day. But it feels so distant in my mind. It feels so far away. It feels like the person I showed up as on that day is so far removed from who I actually am right now. And it's kind of insane. And I experience that like every single day. Every day. Because I can think of tomorrow. No, I can think of yesterday. And I'm thinking of yesterday. I'm like, I'm not that person from yesterday. Because me from yesterday would have done this. But this is what me from today is doing. So, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. I don't really know what to make of this silly little life that we live. Because we live a silly little life. We definitely live a silly little life. And what is life but a series of choices, I think. Life is a series of choices. Choices, decisions, and lessons. and you get to decide what you do with them. And I think that's the most special part of living this life. That you get to choose to do basically whatever it is that you want. Basically, I'm not going to say there's not going to be any repercussions about it, because maybe this thing isn't exactly aligned, or maybe it is. I don't know. Is life predetermined, or is it something that's made along the way? I don't know. But sometimes you just know when things feel right, they feel right, When things feel right, they feel right. When things click into place, they really click into place. When things belong somewhere, they really belong somewhere. And it's like, how did I live my life without you there? Or without this thing there? I don't know. Just some food for thought once again. I guess the mantra for today is, the sun is a star, but the star is not always a sun. Whatever that means. But yeah.